What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, we're here with something new. I don't think I ever did this type of question on TikTok. Might have been a Reddit one, but we got what do non-Americans think of Americans? I always find these interesting because me personally, just looking at the Reddit one, I don't think they have nothing against Americans personally, or people from the United States personally, but I mean, some of them, I ain't gonna lie, some of the comments that I've seen, some of them do have problem with the people, but I feel like it's most of just the United States in general, because I mean, we say America, but we kind of target, when we say America, we target in, Canada, South America, we target all those too, they're part of the Americas, so definitely should be worded different, just targeted the United States, because that's who we talking about when we talking about Americans. But hey, we know this. We know that. We finna jump into this. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Send out those recommendations.
And if you know anybody outside of America, please tag them. What do you think of us?
I could wax lyrical on this for quite some time. Just go through my previous TikToks over the last few days and my comments, and you will see. If I'm being honest, individually, I find Americans to be warm, funny, friendly people.
Okay.
Some are extraordinarily intelligent and brilliant to sit and chat to. Some not so much, but whatever. As a whole, though, growing up in the 80s, America was billed to us here in the UK as the absolute land of milk and honey. It was the pinnacle of where you wanted to be. Every single one of us kids thought Disneyland World, I don't know the difference, the one in Florida, was the absolute place to be. Oh God, if you knew anybody that went to Disneyland, they were like gods to you. You couldn't believe.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, like, my first time going to Disney World, that's the one in Florida, just 2 months ago, I ain't gonna lie, it was nice. It comes at a price, but just imagine me living here in the States for so long and finally got to experience Disney World at 26. It's a little pricey, but man, it was nice. I ain't gonna lie, it's an experience.
That they had visited. I knew one family that had like a timeshare apartment thing that they used to do back then, out there, and like you would drop down on your knees praising these people. Oh my God, you'd visited America. Social media has disabused us all of that notion.
Facts.
We are horrified, baffled, confused, annoyed most of the time. So many of you don't understand anything about anything. You don't understand England. You seem to still see England as like, when was your civil war, 1740 something or another? That's how you still see us. You don't understand the classism wars that are happening in the UK. You don't even understand quite a lot of your own history. You definitely don't understand any of ours. You don't understand that Europe is a continent. It's really annoying. In the age of information, Google is free. So stupidity and ignorance is a choice.
That's a fact.
And America shows massive levels of ignorance every single day. And it's baffling. It's baffling. Why you think free healthcare is a bad thing, I don't know.
Come on,
the propaganda that you are fed day in, day out by your government, and you swallow whole, you fully believe, is astonishing. Generally, singly, we love you, but as a whole, man, you need to get your fucking shit together. Stop thinking everyone's like you. We ain't. We are not.
This video is...
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like she was coming from the heart on that one, cause she said something key with the social media. I feel like social media definitely changed everything. It changed a lot. Like, I'll tell y'all this, almost every video I do when they're talking about America or the US, when I can get on Twitter right now and something didn't happen. Like, I was just talking to my mom yesterday, and like an incident where like a football coach, a youth football coach, coaching 9-year-olds, end up getting shot and possibly dead here in Texas over a 9-year-old football game. 9 years old. My mom called me back 10, 15 minutes, said somebody just shot up a Walmart. It's unbelievable. It's some crazy stuff. She right though, like all the information, the things that we used to want to do and stuff like that we never could see on the daily, you can see it on a daily. You can pretty much go take a Disney virtual tour. Like it may feel like the same thing. I don't know, unless you like to eat like me. The food was alright, you know.
For anybody outside of America. And if you know anybody outside of America...
Okay, here's the thing. I don't think people have an issue with Americans, just America. Like, every American I've ever got to know has been funny, warm, always kind. I say that because as a British person, we often get this tired of things like, British people are really polite, and we are, but we're not always kind. Like, Brits can be fucking ruthless to each other. Like in the UK, if you've got a pretty flash car, there's a good chance someone's going to think he's a fucking Billy Big Bollocks and scratch it just because they think you're a fucking show-off. But in America, they're like, oh, hey, man, you're doing so amazing for yourself. That's such a cool car. But all of that said, I would not want to live in America. I know we go on about it, the healthcare thing, but seriously, that just fucking blows my mind. Like, healthcare isn't free in England. We pay for it through our taxes, and I don't get why you're happy to pay for, like, you know, the military and stuff like that to protect you, but you're not willing to pay for other people's fucking healthcare. Why is it a big deal? The gun thing, look, I totally get it. I'm really into military history and stuff. I like the idea of guns. I'd love to shoot them and stuff. We don't have them in England. And if I lived in America, I probably would have quite a few. But it is fucking scary just how many fucking guns and how many people have them and how easy they are to get. That's just blows my mind as a British person. And fucking taxes? Like, do you guys realise how weird it is that your government sort of makes you do your own taxes? Like, it clearly knows how much you owe, because if you don't put the right amount of tax in, they will come after you. Like, most other countries, the tax just automatically comes out when you get paid. It's dead simple, and it just seems needlessly complicated. And the fact that you obviously have, like, state tax and, like, you know, federal tax.
I'm telling you, people don't realize, like, we still, like... I know, especially in Europe, the countries that I've been reacting to and stuff, you know, they might say, oh, the tax is like 40, 50%. And we like, oh, that's too much. But we don't realize everywhere we go, we're getting taxed. We literally actually pay more taxes than other countries just because we're buying stuff on a daily. We're getting hit 10% every time we're going to buy something. So that starts adding up. We get taxed on a daily just by purchasing things. Like anything, if you need groceries, if you got to purchase some groceries, if you got to purchase clothes, like schools, our schools are starting back up. Like you got to get your kids some supplies and stuff. All that stuff being taxed. It's being taxed. So whatever they already take out your check, you still spending, you still have taxes due to the fact that you have to buy things. It's crazy.
And all the commercials, what's that about? I was watching the Pens playoff series last night, and then in the middle of the game, like while the game is being played, a fucking advert just pops in, guy for a law commercial. In the UK, on our TV, whenever we have a TV show that's come over from America, there'll be these bits where it sort of fades down to black and fades up, and that's where you guys would have had a commercial. Does the amount of commercials not just get on your tits? And lastly, the whole, like, you know, pledge allegiance to the flag thing that you do. Getting the school to stand up and look at a flag and then pledge allegiance to it each day or whatever, it just comes across a little bit North Korea-y. So yeah, like, Americans on the whole, fucking ace.
I never heard that word.
They're amazing people. Just the system that they live in sometimes is hard to comprehend.
What do you think of us?
You know those, like, advertisement versus real products? Like with the hamburgers and such? That's how I view America.
Dang.
Like, America in the movies is the advertisement versus...
I don't know what's the deal with I do not like Big Macs. Like, I don't know. I don't see how people eat those anyway. They don't even look good on the advertisement. Don't even look good.
America IRL. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. I am not taking that back at all. Totally not with, like, the abortion ban and all the Karens who are there and trying to erase both history and the LGBTQ. Like, come on, people, it's 2022, not the medieval times. Y'all are just... No, thank you.
What do you think of us? What is your impression of America?
I think it's ironic that you call yourselves the land of the free, but you don't have free healthcare. I really think that you need free healthcare. It is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Also, you need to update your education system. You need to learn more about other countries because a lot of people are really bad at geography and they don't really know about other countries in America. This is just a personal thing. I've been to America 4 times, and please don't ask me if I know a certain person from this part of Ireland. Ireland's not a city. I don't know everybody.
They tripping.
And I probably won't know your cousin. Also, to the lady in the Uber who asked me if leprechauns were going extinct because you don't see them anymore, I'd like to know when she started seeing them.
What do you think of us? What is your impression of America?
Oh my god.
Hello, I'm Adam. I live in the northwest of England. Our impression of you as actual people is generally good. We like that you're enthusiastic and that you like to do everything bigger and better and everything. It's only the certain attitudes of certain people that we generally don't like. When America or Americans do that thing of America is the best country in the world, we're the best at everything, everyone wishes they were America, they all wish they could come here, we are free. That sort of arrogance or ignorance, really, that puts a lot of people off because it seems as though you don't realise what the rest of the world is and that we exist and that what you think you have that's so amazing, we have. But that said, we still love lots of stuff that we embrace about the United States. We love a lot of your brands. We love a lot of your, your chains, your fast food chains.
I mean, to be honest, most of, especially like clothing brands and stuff, most of the popular clothing brands are not even American. That are here. They're not even American brands. Like a lot of it, like we talk about IKEA, H&M, people wearing what we call designer clothes, like Louis Vuitton and all these. They're not even American products.
Chains, and we like your TV shows and your celebrities and things like that. We embrace that just as much. There's always going to be stereotypes. So there's always going to be the stereotypes of thinking Americans are fat or stupid and stuff, but stereotypes will always be stereotypes in the same reason as Americans thinking that all British people have bad teeth. But it's the things that are America's opinions that tend to be what upsets people. We can't get our heads around the idea of your health service, the idea that it's as expensive as we've seen how it is, and if you don't have insurance you can't get it. You can just be left. You might just be left to die. People would rather not go to the hospital because they can't afford it. To us that's a baffling idea. Also, guns. Horrible. The whole idea of people can just walk around with guns, especially open carry states, walking around with a gun, that's scary. That's genuinely scary to us. And also, I think with a lot of the world as well, America's politics can be seen as quite scary, especially everything with Trump and a lot of the far-right stuff. That's enough to sort of make us go, America don't want to get involved in insert global event here, because you never know. But like I say, it's always, we like you, we like your food, we like your TV, we like all things like that. It's the little things that stand out that are the different from the norm, which we don't. Yeah. Which, when you get the people that are on TV and they're coming across really badly, it's like if you got like American tourists and they're going to different places and they're being really loud and obnoxious. We know the majority of Americans are not like that, but because it's these little individuals and these little incidents which are the ones that stand out, a lot of people instinctively think that's what Americans are like.
Yeah, especially the one, I'm sure it probably do be the loud Americans and stuff that are able to travel and go to different countries, and I'm sure the Karens of the world are able to go to different countries and stuff like that, probably due to financial stability reasons and stuff.
But generally, we're cool with you. Just look to more of the world. There's more out there to see and more to embrace.
Facts.
But we're good.
What do you think of us? What is your impression of America?
When I think of America, I think of two things. The first one being this.
Hey dude, you want to go drink White Claws and play football and then disrespect women? That's the impression, that's not me.
And the second one goes something like this.
Hey, which of you son of a guns is going to buy me a beer? Or some whiskey? Yeah.
He sound like he might be talking about Texas.
Alright, alright, alright.
What do you think of us? What is your impression of America?
Well, here's the thing. I don't actually know that much about America as a whole, so I don't have much of an opinion. So I'm just going to give you a very British response and just simply say, you're alright. But I do have one question. Why are all of your houses fucking massive? I get it, there's a lot of space to build, it's a big place. But all of you have got detached fucking mansions. Do you all just go to the estate agent and say, oh, I'd like to buy a mansion with a fucking massive swimming pool? And they
See, when you lived in the States and all that stuff, these houses, I mean, our house right now that we live in, it's a good sized house. It's not the biggest, but to somebody from a different country, it might be like big. I can't promise you, we do not live in a mansion. I wouldn't mind, but even if I was to win the lottery or become a millionaire, I don't think I would want a mansion because I don't need 10 toilets. You know what I'm saying? I don't expect to have that much company. I don't need 10 bedrooms. That's just me, of course. That's just me. I'll still live, at my means of living. I just don't see the need to have it like MTV Cribs. I don't know if y'all know this or remember it. They used to have like, oh, this house got 10 bathrooms, 12 toilet, 12 baths, or something like that. That's too much. That's too much. It's only me, my wife, and 2 kids. Surely they not finna say, hey, I'm finna just go poop in every toilet in this house. That would be insane.
They say, how much you got? You say, I don't know, about $5? Sold! America also scares me quite a lot because there's a lot of fucking guns. And don't even get me started on some of the animals. In fact, you know what, you Americans, let me know what the scariest thing about America is. Let me know in the comments. See you later.
Give me an item you bought that you were greatly disappointed in.
Oh my God, no, that was... The people, we run into different people. It don't matter where you from. People just gonna be how they are type of thing. But as a whole, I can't agree. The system is messed up. The United States of America system is very, very messed up. I can definitely agree with that. It should be better than what it is, but will they get it right? The world may never know. We may never know. At this point, it don't look like they are. But y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, and y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.